Let's move on and do PowerPoint Lab 2. So for Lab 2, you have the video, of course, then you've got your learning videos, the Who Knew It videos. You've got the directions and your submittal of the lab and the concept review. But let's look at the directions here. And for the directions for Lab number 2, you should continue entering content. We're going to include images or pictures, word art, and a slide footer. So let's dig in and let's take a look at this. So I've got my Dodgers here and I added some more information. I did this when I was entering this information. You remember how I had this text box and you could read it. But when I've been doing some research and I found some more information, and see how the font got very small. And that's because this text box is small. So if you enlarge the text box, your text is going to come back. So in this case, I would probably not want it bold. I can unbold it, just like using it on Word. I can also use bullets on this or numbers to separate this out. And I'm going to keep working on this to make it look better. So I've got some others. I actually found the name of the first manager. You see how I'm moving things around there? He managed 1 year, and that was in 1884. There was other famous managers, and I don't know, some of you may recognize some of these guys. Leo DeRocher, Tommy Lasorda, Joe Torre, Dave Roberts is the current manager. And I'm going to reformat this to where it looks better when we get farther down. I'm going to do a slide on why do I like the Dodgers, and that's a story in itself. The next one, when did they move to Los Angeles? They moved to Los Angeles in 1958 because the city of Brooklyn refused to build a new stadium. And what else have I got? I've got some famous Dodgers. I've got Dodgers announcers, the overall team record, and what did the Dodgers do last year? And there's a gal called the Rally Granny, and I'm gonna show you about the Rally Granny. And the last slide is going to be what is their outlook for the 2020 season. And so this is some of the things. Now I need to add more images. I showed you how to add some. I would probably go in here and add, like, why do I like the Dodgers? And I would insert a picture of a baseball stadium. You can insert whatever you want. I just want you to practice getting pictures in there and working with them and getting them. I should actually, and I'll go back and do this, get one of actually the Dodger Stadium, because they played at the Coliseum for 4 years and then went to the current Dodger Stadium, which is called Chavez Ravine, in 1962. But here's the Dodger Stadium. I don't think it is the Dodger Stadium. There's some other things that you can do to your picture. Just like in Word, you can send it to the back. If I send it back, now what I could do with this text, get it here, get a hold of the edge, I could move this right over the top of the picture. So see, the picture is behind your text. And this is just something that is really cool that you can do. As a matter of fact, what you can do is you can make this picture, oops, I'm scrolling too fast here through here. I could make this picture cover the whole screen. Now, what you have to do if you're going to do something like this is you have to look at your picture. You're going to format your picture, go into picture effects or go into the color and fade out some of this to where it's not so bright. Ooh, that black and white would be good. And then if I put more text boxes on top of it, it would look good. I can do Control Z and bring that back. I can change the colors or make them bold to make sure that they, that they work. I'm thinking there is ways that you can change the picture. I can make it, I can do all kinds of things to it. The artistic effects, I don't want to do that. But as I said, you can fade it out. There's a fade out in color. So that's one thing that you can do with your pictures. Your images or pictures. Remember, your pictures are going to be on your computer, pictures that you've taken. Images are off the internet. Now, word art. We've done word art before. But I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to click on the outside of this. And I am going to change this. I'm going to go to the Insert tab and Word Art and choose my Word Art. Well, I want it more blue. See there how it creates a new Word Art. So I'm going to have to do this. Oh, I can't even spell my Dodgers. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of this box here. I'm going to click on the outside edge and press delete. And now I can drag this word art up here. Remember, you can modify your word art. You can do a transformation. What about this? Looks like something the Dodgers would do. There, and I can make it larger. I can increase the font size. Go over here to the Home tab. Increase the font size to make it larger. But there's my word art. I want you to get creative with the word art. Use your formatting. Use some text effects. Use, you can use the text outline. You can outline it in other colors. Your text fill, remember, it's going to fill inside of these letters. Right here, it's going to fill the inside. I can shape fill this. It's hard to shape fill with word art because see the box is actually below it. But one of the text effects you can do here is you can do like a reflection. And I'm not sure if this is going to work. See how it has the background that's not, that's not going to work real well. So you do the word art, get it however you want. Now the last thing that you have to do other than continue to fill in your slides is you need to do a page footer. I'm going to move this up to show you the footer. If you go to Insert and go to Header and Footer, the footer is very, very different here. You've got footers on the slide or you've got footers in the notes and handouts. If you were to want to write notes to yourself so you know what to say, you would use this notes and handout. You can use it for the header or footer. But for the slide, if I want to do the slide and I want to put okay, I can put a slide number on it, and I can apply it to this slide only, or I can apply it to all slides. So whichever way you want to do it, for the purpose of this assignment, you can do it either way. Okay, so where is my footer? There it is. You see way down at the bottom of the page? I've got this too large, so you can't see down here at the bottom. And I told it to put it on every slide. So if I scroll through my slides, that footer is on every slide. Now I can remove this text box. And this text box, press delete. And this also has my slide number over here in the right corner. I can move that slide number. Say I want it over here in the left corner. Okay, you can move that, and I can move this footer over here. Now when we get into the backgrounds, this will make, you're going to have to be careful about this. You see, you may have to move this for every slide, or you can move it around. Sometimes some people want it up here in the top. So there's your slide number, and I can move this. A lot of it depends upon what you have on your slide, where you're going to want these. When you have a picture like this, you see how I would have to move it way down, and I would have to move these down to where you could see them. So what I'm telling you basically is every time you add something or subtract something, you need to take a look at the overall slide and make sure that it still flows. So those are the three things that are really critical. But I want to show you something else. If you're not real good at presentations, and say you're supposed to make a presentation on this, and you're nervous and you don't know what to say and you don't want to forget it, one of the least used items of PowerPoint is the notes. The notes pane is right down here along the bottom. You see here it says click to add notes. You can scroll on this and move this up to where you have more room to type notes. And you can type whatever you would want to say. Okay, so I've got a note here. So when I go to do my presentation, this isn't going to do me any good if I can't see them. So I'm going to put a note here. Originally, the Dodgers were in Brooklyn. Okay, and you can type as much notes or as few notes as you want. What's nice about this is now, if I go over, I'm back on the Home tab. If I go over here to the File tab, to the Backstage View, and I go to Print, the print is different. I'm going to go back to page 1. The print is slightly different here. You can print all slides. You can print current slide. You can do a custom range, just like on the others. You can print full page slides, or you can get it down as small as 9 slides on a page, so you don't waste a lot of paper. But one of these options is the notes page. So you have each slide, a picture of the slide, and your notes. So you could print out your notes. So for each page, you would have a notes page. So you can see what is coming up, and you would have the record for your presentation. You can also print it in color or not in color. You can edit the footer and header in this one. But the big thing is the ways that you can print it. One thing that is real nice is this 3 slide. So if you're going to hand this out to people where they can take notes as you're talking, this is really a good print. Of course, it has the date here, it has the page, and there's 4 pages because I have 11 slides. So, and on this 9 slide, if I go to the 9 slides per page, you see I've got 2 pages because I have 11 slides, 9 pages on one, 2 on the other. So you can print it like that. It's great, and very few people use this aspect of PowerPoint, and it's a great, great tool. So keep working on your presentation. If you have any problems, please let me know. I'm going to keep working on getting more information. I've learned a lot. Did you know that they, under the names, originally they were the Brooklyn Atlantics, then the Grays, then the Grooms, then the Super Boss. What a name. Then the Robins, and then they finally became the Dodgers in 1932. I didn't realize they had so much history. So, okay, bye.